Welcome to the first episode of Boxed In. I'm your host, Mike Tartaglia. Each Wednesday, we will look at the world of harness racing and recap the week that was, look forward to the weekend after, and see where all these races affect our division standings. This week, we'll look back at the Adios Eliminations from the Meadows and preview the final for the Adios as we head towards the big Cane pace and come out of the Meadowlands pace. We'll also look at the older pacing division with the Joe Garrity, as well as the weekend races from the Meadowlands and the Meadows this coming weekend as we head over to Hambletonian Day next Saturday. But first, we'll start off with the Adios Eliminations from the Meadows for 3-year-old Colts and Geldings Pacers. These are both 5-point elimination races heading into the 20-point final for the Adios. They were won by American History and Hitman Hill. American History at blistering speed was coming out of the pace after he got caught up in a very deadly pace duel up front. He was also finishing in the top three in that elimination was Done Well, who was the runner-up to lather up in the North America Cup, and West Delight, who was a winner of a Reynolds division at Yonkers in May. As for the other elimination, Hitman Hill would win there, who was a Max Hemp elimination winner, finished third in that final. Let's see if he can do two better here. And then Dorsaduro Hanover, the only one of our top five 3-0 Colton Gelding Pacers to come out of the eliminations. Springsteen was the other one that was in, finished dead last in that second elimination. While Think Big, Dream Big, who was really tuning up for the second half of the year, would finish in third, I'm expecting big things out of this horse and hoping he does well on Saturday. How that affects our pace standings, Dorsaduro Hanover gets crucial 2 points to hold steady at fifth, but still an 8-point behind Springsteen, who didn't pick up any points in the Adios elimination. The top three, though, weren't there. Lather Up is on the bench after winning earlier this year, while Courtly Choice, our Meadowlands pace winner, might supplement into the Cane pace, but currently is sitting races out. For the final, it's this Saturday at the Meadows, 3:20 p.m. for 3-year-old Colts and Geldings Pacers. 20 points on the line for the winner. Our top point leader right now is Dorsaduro Hanover in this field, Matt Cayley and Ron Burke. Ron Burke surprisingly looking for his first ever Adios. My pick will go to Think Big, Dream Big, out of the 8-hole for Jordan Stratton and Jimmy Takter. Think Big, Dream Big. I think he is poised for a huge run here, and it's going to be one to watch for as we head all the way through to the Breeders' Crown and seeing how he does. He is an electric pacer, and I really like how he's been looking lately, and I think that this is going to be the race for him. But if you want to watch, you can find that online at the Meadows website. They have a live stream there at 3:20 p.m. or watch on your favorite advanced deposit wagering site. As for the older Pacers, so what our 3-year-old Pacers will look to expect next year, we have the Joe Garrity Memorial, a 20-point race. Evening of pleasure for Team Bongiorno would win the Saratoga Harness feature over last year's winner, bit of a legend. And Rockin' Ron, the speedy Rockin' Ron, would start on the front end but not finish up there. Finished in third. Final time of 149 and 2. This would help get Even a Pleasure onto the board with points, although still well and away from the top five, led by McWicked, who wouldn't sit out this week, instead went to Woodbine Mohawk for a preferred pace and easily won that in 150 and 1 with Easy Lover Hanover. Was coming up and won by a neck, and they were well clear of Nirvana Sealster. None of the Pacers really on action this week. Most of them will be taking a break, heading into the Sam McKee Memorial, the old U.S. Pacing Championship, on Hambletonian Day. And of course, the Dan Patch, two back-to-back crucial races in the older pace division as we head on the road to the Breeders' Crown. As for the divisions, you've been hearing me talk about point standings so far. Here's what points really mean. We go through all the Grand Circuit races and we look at how the points are shaping up. Most races are 10-point races, so 10 points for the winner, 4 points for second, and 2 points for third. Eliminations are 5-point races, 5 points for the winner, 2 for second, and 1 for third. But you will see some 20-point races. These are the top races of the division. Those are 20 points for the winner, 10 points for second, 5 points for third. Those are the races that these horses want to win. We went over the older pace division with McWicked leading, while the filly and mare pace division has been dominated by Shartin, winner of the Blue Chip Matchmaker Series, Miami Valley Distaff, Betsy Ross, and the Roses Are Red, but faltered on pace night as Diva's Image would take the race instead, getting 20 points on the undercard there at the Meadowlands to jump up into second in this filly and mare pace division. As for the trotters, the older trotters has really been dominated by the fillies here. Hannelore Hanover and Ariana G have been dominant in both of their spots. Ariana G beating the boys in the Graduate and the Hambletonian Maturity in her last two, while Hannelore Hanover was a winner of the AJ Cutler Memorial over Will Take Charge at the beginning of May, and has been beating the fillies and mares thus far, winning the Armbro Flight and the Miss Versatility leg on pace night. So it's been the fillies and mares dominating the older divisions thus far. We're excited to see Ariana G and Hannelore Hanover locking horns in the Breeders' Crown at the end of the year. They've pretty much been away from each other. Ariana G facing the boys, Hannelore Hanover staying with the filly and mare company. But they will have to face each other at the Breeders' Crown, since it is restricted to just genders. So there is no open trot event. It is the horse and geldings trot. As for the 3-year-olds, we'll be seeing some of them over at the Adios for the pace action, or in the Adioo Volo for the filly and mare pacers. We'll see Alexis Power and You Are My Candy Girl in those races. As for the trotters, most of those 3-year-old colts and geldings will be sitting on the bench this week and heading towards the Hambletonian. Sixpack and Wolfgang are leading there. While for the filly trotters, we'll be seeing most of them this weekend in the Hambletonian Oaks Eliminations, although Atlanta was announced that she will be going to the Hambletonian, so she'll sit back this week as she looks forward to next week. She's probably the top filly trotter, although the points don't say it there. She's mainly been running in New York Sire Stakes action, which do not get points. They're not part of the Grand Circuit, so no points for those races there, although she is well and away the best 3-year-old filly trotter. And for the 2-year-olds, they're just starting. We'll be seeing the 2-year-old filly trotters this weekend in the Darty Eliminations from the Meadowlands. We'll be seeing Susie and Hannah Dreamgirl, two of our leaders with 7 points apiece, as well as Speed Titan and Beautiful Sin. For the Hambletonian, on August 4th, Sixpack and Wolfgang are well and away the leaders there, 48 and 45 points apiece. So they'll be heading into the Hambletonian, trying to capture that for either Oki Sponstead or Yannick Gingras. And of course, most of these horses will be coming out of the Stanley Dancer that was on pace night. We see Atlanta on there, the filly. She'll be facing the boys. And a couple of these will be running this weekend in the Reynolds Series at the Meadowlands as one final tune-up before they go to the Hambletonian. For this weekend, the points races, we have a few at the Meadowlands and a bunch at the Meadows. There won't be any Peter Houghton eliminations, only 10 entered. They'll go straight for the Hambletonian day final. These 2-year-old colt and geldings trotters for that, so no points on the line this weekend for them. While the Jim Darty eliminations for the fillies, they will be going there. We'll see Susie and Hannah Dreamgirl, Speed Titan going, and Beautiful Sin. There are 2 eliminations there. For the Reynolds, we have 2 divisions of the Reynolds at the Meadowlands for 3-year-old colt trotters, the last tune-up before the Hambo. Crystal Fashion will be in that race, one last start for one of our points leaders, as well as Taekwondo, who is really hoping to get a win here. A win here probably will put him in the Hambo. A loss, and we might not see him in the big race. For the filly trotters, the Hambletonian Oaks eliminations are stacked. While we don't see Atlanta there, we do see some big names such as Plunge Blue Chip, Fatosive, and Manchego. Manchego is my early favorite for the Hambletonian Oaks if she can get through the eliminations. At the Meadows, on Friday and Saturday, we'll see divisions of the Arden Downs series. Many divisions of them for various 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, trotters and pacers. And then, of course, the big ones are the Adioo Volo, a 10-point race for 3-year-old filly pacers. We'll be seeing You Are My Candy Girl and Serene Stride taking each other on in one division, while Double A Mint and Alexis Power will take each other on in a different division. And then finally, the headliner is the Adios from the Meadows for the 3-year-old colt pacers. That's 20 points to the winner. Again, Think Big Dream Big is who I think will win, but Torceduro Hanover would love to get his first big win of the year, as would American History and Hitman Hill. A very good field there at the Meadows this weekend for their featured event. But that's it for this episode of Boxed In. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next Wednesday night as we look back at the Adios and preview the big stakes day card on Hambletonian Day. Follow me at Twitter at MJTags11 for free picks, analysis, insights each week from both harness racing and thoroughbred racing. Have a nice night, and I'll see you next week.